Hey, what is going on, guys? And welcome to my spoiler-free review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This movie is just like the first one, written and directed by James Gunn, and we get to see all of the key characters making a return. Chris Pratt as Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, Zoe Saldana as Gamora, Bradley Cooper as Rocket, Vin Diesel as Baby Groot, and Dave Bautista as Drax. Going into this movie, my expectations were pretty high as I really loved the first one, and I am happy to report that this movie is great and that I enjoyed it very much. The movie starts with the Guardians taking on a contract to kill a monster, which was causing problems for a certain faction. And already that opening scene is just fantastic. Everyone who worries about the Guardians not being as funny and witty in this movie compared to the first one, well, be assured they are. But of course, things don't play out smoothly, and soon they find themselves in the middle of some new problems. They get divided, and especially Star-Lord is going to be tested down the stretch, as he meets a very special person, which I won't spoiler in case you did not see the trailers. What I really loved is that Gamora, Nebula, and especially Yondu get more screen time for themselves, and the movie does actually a great job fleshing out these great characters more. Especially Yondu, who I think it is safe to say was kind of the secret crowd favorite in the first movie. In this one we learn then more about his background and motivations. Another thing this movie does great, and maybe even better than the first one, is the dialogue humor. While in the first movie I sometimes got the feeling that the humor in the dialogues was not always well balanced, and you had here and there lines that were a little bit cringeworthy, in Volume 2 this seems spot on balance, and I could fully buy into the characters' identities, which is a very good thing. What's also well done is the situational humor. For example, there is a scene where the Guardians are in the middle of an epic fight, and Rocket is trying to explain to Groot what he has to do. As Groot has his problems understanding what Rocket wants, Rocket asks Peter for some tape, and while in the middle of this epic fight, the camera remains with Rocket and Groot, and we hear Peter asking around for this trivial thing, which creates some kind of everyday situation, which of course stands in total contrast to the visual and emotional epicness of the things going on in this very moment. And there are plenty of scenes like this, and that's what I so much like about this movie and the first one. It really also goes without saying that the visuals are just spectacular. This movie is gorgeous looking and well shot. You immediately know what's what in every scene, especially during the action scenes, and of course you get fast cuts, but the images are always clear and you don't get dizzy or confused by what's going on, and that's an art in itself and deserves very high praise. What falls a bit short to me is the emotional punch of the story. Now, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of emotions in this movie, especially at the end with a certain character which I have to admit made me almost cry. No, I mean that unlike the first movie, there is no, how do I put this, no universal sense of urgency or sense of threat that goes beyond the Guardians. The main villain and the threat that he represents to the galaxy is unknown to the rest except for the Guardians. When things start to get south, everyone in the galaxy is taken by surprise. No one saw anything coming, and the threat is also neutralized relatively fast. So as someone who has no clue what's going on, it's maybe more like, what was that? Oh, it's already over. Well, okay then. So yeah, I think that aspect could have been done better. The whole galaxy threatening things falls a bit short here. But nevertheless, Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2 is a very good movie, and you should definitely go see it if you like the first one. You get more of the same, and in some aspects even better than the first one. So I give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 an 8 out of 10. Okay guys, so here you have it. That was my review for the latest Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I hope you enjoyed, and if so, then maybe hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more stuff to come. Have a great day, and until next time.